Hello everyone, today we're going to do the triangle problem. In this problem we're given a triangle array and they're asked to return the minimum path sum from top to bottom. For each step you may move to the adjacent number of the row below. So the minimum path sum for this triangle is 11. You can start from 2, either go to 3 or 4. So the smaller of the two is 3, so 2 plus 3 is 5. Now we go to the minimum, the smaller of the two, below it. It's 5, so 5 plus 5. And then below that is either 1 or 8, and so the answer is 11. So for each row, we want to take into account what is above it. So one way we could go about solving this problem is actually starting from the bottom and letting the answer bubble to the top. So if we were going to start from the bottom, what we would do is take into account the row above it. And so we'll have the row above it, and for each element, we will look at the two elements in the row below it, and then add the smaller of the two to this one. And then add the smaller of the two to this number, and the smaller of the two to this number. And then we'll add the smaller of these two to this number, and the smaller of these two to this number. And then the smaller of these two will be added to 2. And then our answer will be where 2 is currently. And so to do this, we need 2 for loops, one to start at the second to last row. So let's do that. For let I equal triangle dot length. So it's got 1, 2, 3, 4. And we want the second to last, which is at index 2, 0, 1, 2. So we have to subtract 2. And then while I is greater than or equal to 0, I subtract, go to the next one. Now, we want to take into account the elements below that row. So for let j equal 0, j is less than triangle I dot length. So triangle I dot length is the second to last row. And the current element we want to consider is at triangle ij. So that'll be this element. And we want to add the smaller of these two elements. So math.minimum, it's either going to be triangle, gotta spell triangle right, triangle I plus 1, so it's relative, right? So I is currently at the second to last, and we want to make sure we're at this row. So that's I plus 1. So I plus 1, and then j. And then same thing, but j plus 1. So to the right of that element. So either of those two will be added. And so this will basically take these two elements, add it to this one, and then when j gets moved over, did you notice j plus plus, not I plus plus? Okay, that's very dangerous. When we move over to 5, j plus plus, triangle ij will be this one, 5, and we will add I plus 1. So it's this row, and then j, which is going to be 1, which is this one. So you see how we maintain our pattern. And so all we need to do now is let that play out and return the element at the top of the array. And that's it. That's really it.